So my name's Paul Hartley. I'm part of an arts organisation called In-situ, and we're based in Pendle at Brierfield Library. And what we do is we work with artists and explore the role that artists play within communities. So we do all sorts of stuff with young people. We have artists that come and work with us for periods of time and connect to the place of Pendle. But being in Brierfield and on the doorstep, we've been really interested in Brierfield Mill. I actually used to work here as a cleaner, so we've kind of got little links to the place ourselves, but now it's kind of just empty. We're really excited and interested in using the space as a temporary place for artists to play with, really, and create a bit of an audience and try and raise the profile of the mill, but through the arts. So we've done various different things, like we've had a conference down here, we've had artists from Pakistan, from America, all come to talk about this kind of work, but we did it actually here in the mill. We were part of a master planning event where we had some performances, and we've got a timeline that an artist created, which is a timeline for Brierfield. And then the next step, really, out of spending time here and spending time with Paul, the site manager, who's an engineer and interested in sort of all things engineering. This idea of the water wheel started to grow, and as you can see behind me is a prototype of the water wheel, which hopefully will power some of the stuff that we want to do in here as time goes on. Obviously being environmentally friendly. Kerry Morrison, who's an artist with In-situ, one of my colleagues, very interested in environments and working with ecology and stuff that's sustainable, and so the idea of a water wheel is fantastic. So it's a weird thing to have as an art project, but it's kind of, again, the way artists can think creatively about a place and working in collaboration with people like Paul, who's got the skills, things like this can happen, really. So the water wheel is kind of one thing that's happening as part of an open weekend that we're doing this weekend, 30th, 31st, where we've had other artists who are doing little installations, as we call them, in some of the empty spaces. So we've got a light artist, we've got a sound artist. The light artist is called Nayan Kulkarni, he's coming up from London. Sound artist is a German artist called Lemke that's worked with us in the past. So we're just using the empty spaces to kind of create a bit of interest and a bit of conversation about art and what it can do in a place like this, and talk about the mill and its future. Even though it's, like I say, it's empty, it's an exciting place to work as an arts organisation. So we're interested in what these things can contribute in the future. This is it's a prototype of the first water wheel that we've created. Kerry's been working on with Paul, the site manager. Paul's kind of looked at stuff like this in the past when he used to work here, and they've done calculations about how much water comes off the roof, and there's a lot, really, and it's just a case of trying to harness that to kind of create some power that doesn't cost any money. So this is an experiment to kind of do that, really. It's all made out of recycled materials, stuff that's been lying around in the mill. So the fan is an old ducting fan. Hard hats, obviously, to kind of collect the water to keep it moving. We're just in the process of sorting out alternators and getting the RPMs right. It gets all very technical, it's a bit beyond me, but hopefully on the weekend it's going to power a little light piece in the room below as an example of what's possible, really. Then hopefully, we're going to get some funding to build something even bigger. That will go on the front of the building or the side, depending as the mill's developed, really.